3. Klay is bummed that he lost and bummed they didn't play. Now Boogie's got ice around his ankle. He was ineffective tonight in a big way. Just 1 of 7 from the floor, 4 points. There goes Fred. We mentioned he was strong off the bench. Toronto shot 45% from 3. I mean, that's what they had to do. They knew Klay was out. They step up. Klay sat down the whole time. Jurassic Park loves it. They're 2 wins away from an NBA championship after a 14-point win, John.
Yeah, they shot a 50, 40, 90 game, which is pretty darn good there. Kawhi Leonard, 13th time that he's scored at least 30 points this postseason. Over the last 10 years, the only players to have more 30-point games in a single postseason. LeBron, 2017, Kobe Bryant, 2010. Michelle Beadle is in charge of the countdown team. They have excellent seats.
That's right. Welcome back to Oakland, California. Yep, Raptors defeating the Warriors. That was a big one. 2-1 series lead, led by, of course, none other than Kawhi Leonard in that 30-point performance. You guys, Chauncey, Jalen, Paul, we're here in Oracle. We do have great seats. You mentioned the fact that this is a must-win. Anytime we hear must-win, it feels very dramatic. But Raptors did not seem at any point in this game to back down.
Yeah, I was worried about a letdown.
Right.
You know, having 2 stars down and not playing, that can naturally happen. But they came and took care of business tonight, in particular in that third quarter, when this team usually kind of gets back in the game and takes over the Warriors. The Raptors didn't let it happen. Their defense was solid, but tonight it was all about their offense. Every single player in their starting lineup had at least 17 points. They shoot, they shoot 52% from the field in the game, shoot it great from 3. But one thing that people don't talk about, they shoot 20 for 21 from the free throw line. And that's how you win basketball games, on that free throw line. But terrific effort by the Raptors.
Well, making 17 threes also helps. And the 2 players I really called out the last game was Danny Green and Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, you did.
They stepped up tonight, and this is what you need from your role guys. Danny Green is known for his shooting ability. He's been struggling outside of the end of the last game, but he needs to be that guy. He's one of the few guys on this team with finals experience. So, he understands the moment, and that's why I expect more from him. And Kyle Lowry also, a veteran, a proven veteran, a guy who's been in this league a long time, who's been through his ups and downs. He's their all-star. You need him to step up. Kawhi has been a steady constant for them.
Count on him.
And so now you need your role players. You only go as far as your role players take. So shout out to them tonight. Danny Green, Kyle Lowry, also Van Vliet knocking down shots.
Let's not ignore the bigs, okay? Gasol was terrific, 18 points. And Serge Ibaka, 6 big blocks. Seems like they were all in the second half. But my key going into the game, I said it, was Kyle Lowry. Here's a guy that's been a 5-time All-Star. You expect that guy to come out and have big moments when you need him the most. He combined for 20 points coming into tonight in both games. Tonight he had 23 points and he had 9 assists. We know he's going to sacrifice his body like he does on this play. He's going to take charges, but his aggression is something they were able to feed off the entire game.
I'd also like to shout out the Raptors fans, because this is a hostile environment, and there were some Let's Go Raptors chants in here, which is not a place I ever thought I would hear a chant for the opposing team. So that was a first, I think, for all of us. Guys, back to you. That's going to do it for us here. Raptors with a 2-1 lead. Next game on Friday. Do not miss NBA Countdown or you will be sorry. ABC and the app. We'll see y'all on Friday.
So with his 47, Steph, he got KD's points. He got Klay's points. Just nobody picked up his points. And lo and behold, 2-1, Golden State now down.
That's right. So Toronto 2 wins away from an NBA championship. We are done, but full post-game coverage. Scott Van Pelt, live in studio.
Right over there. We can actually talk to Scott this time. Hi, Scott.
You're welcome to stay if you'd like. We've got room for you. Thank you, fellas. Coming up, complete post-game reaction continues from Oracle. We're expecting to hear from Danny Green here shortly. Tim Legler will stop by. You know, nobody better than breaking down the hows and whys. So that continues with us as we're with you till 1 o'clock Eastern time. Also Kawhi in moments with Ramona Shelbourne. Here is really the key sequences of the night as it related to three-point shooting, because KD trying to get his man Steph fired up. We're going to need you to do your business because Klay's on the bench. Steph still the best shooter on the planet last time that I checked, and he pulled often. 31 shots tonight, a playoff high for the season, and you see 25 points in the half. But every time that Golden State sniffed 6-7 points, a shot from Lowry, a shot from Van Vliet, a shot from somebody there to answer. 11-point lead, down to 8 as Curry buries another 3. He got 47 in this one, but again, it's Van Vliet. Dude wasn't drafted, but this wheat shocker is tough. He can go. 16-point lead. All right, try to hang around. Big block. Let's run. Got to have the ball to run. Danny Green. What do shooters do? Shoot. 47 career threes. He was 6 of 10 tonight from 3. All his shots came from there. But how about this? Shooters normally don't chase down breakaway layups and get blocks, and that's what he does right here. As the game was a 10-point game at that point, Clay could only stare and seethe about not being out there on the floor. 10-point game. Again, you never know against this Golden State squad. Nobody spookier to be trying to put away. Van Vliet, all 3 of these. As Kawhi finds him, Golden State fans wanted to travel, didn't get it. Van Vliet, 17 threes for the Raptors in this game. Jurassic Park, man, they know they're just 2 away from their first ever NBA Finals victory and a parade. And you see the most NBA Final games with at least 6 threes. Steph's got 8. Danny Green is now in second, passing Ray Allen and Klay Thompson after a big performance. And he is standing by live with us now. Danny, thanks for sitting down. Congratulations. You were able to watch and hear me describe some of this. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start with that defensive play, because I said shooters shoot, but shooters don't always show that much effort on the defensive end with a chase down block. How significant was that given where Golden State was in the game?
Very significant. I mean, every possession was key tonight. Not just myself, but Serge sprinted back, Kawhi, Kayla, everybody did a great job. We knew that was the key for us. And that's where I hang my hat on that end of the floor. I know offensively I'll get some looks, sometimes I won't. But either way, I got to play defense and bring energy. So regardless of what was going on offense, I had to make sure I got back on defense, found my man, try to limit Steph as much as possible. Obviously, we didn't do a great job. We got to do a better job next game. But, we had to get this one to take back home court. But, we still have a lot more work to do, and we know we have a big task ahead of us.
Wow, that's a great look. As you're describing it, we're seeing it's like the namesake Raptors would imply. If it wasn't going to be you, Lowry was right there trying to put it off the glass. Now, I was saying shoot or shoot. That's the cliche, but it's true. And we know that the Eastern Conference Finals wasn't your greatest shooting series. But how do you describe sort of the level of confidence that you bring with you nightly in spite of whatever might be going on, shots going in or not?
I have to really give all the credit to my coaches and my teammates. Man, they do a great job of encouraging me every day, every practice, every shot that I take. And obviously it's easy if you see one go in.
Sure.
But it's a new series. They stuck with me regardless. Coach and nurses stuck with me regardless. Continue to encourage me and run some plays for me, call my number. And when it's there, I was able to get a good rhythm. We had some good movement and see a few go in, which helped build the confidence a ton.
Obviously, a big talking point for the remainder of this show and until you guys play again Friday is the fact that Clay is out. As a group, when you know he's not going, it's easy for me to sit here and say you all said we have to have this game. But how accurately would that describe the mindset you all had with Clay and Durant both out?
The mindset is still the same. We had to have this game regardless. If they're playing or not, we got to win games. The finals. You want to win every game you step on the floor. But obviously with him being out, you got to take advantage of that time. You got to take advantage of that game. And hopefully next it's a quick turnaround. So, we got 1 day rest in between and the game 4. So we got to take advantage of that one as well. If we want to, win the championship, we got to, take advantage of as many games as possible while they're not 100% healthy. But, obviously we want to play them 100% healthy. We want those guys on the floor. We want to take on that challenge. We want to beat, the best. But sometimes it doesn't happen that way. And, right now we just got to take advantage.
And you got to win 4 games. However you do it, you got to do it. Danny, congratulations on contributing.
And 2 more.
All right. Congrats on contributing in such a big way tonight on both ends. And thanks so much for sitting down with me on the show, all right?
Thanks for having me, man.
All right, we welcome in Doris Burke now. Hi, Doris. I want to ask you about what I was just asking Danny about. What is your sense from being around Golden State all day understanding that Durant is getting closer for Friday and that you had a great line, you have to protect the player from himself. In Klay's case, is your sense that they're looking at Friday and saying, let's play with as healthy a group as we can get then and roll the dice tonight? Is that the sense you had?
Yes, absolutely. I think there was real concern of a risk of worsening that right hamstring strain for Klay Thompson, and you do have to protect a man like Klay. Remember, this is a man who had blood coming out of his ear in the Western Conference Finals a couple of years ago and actually got back on the floor. This is the guy who had several teammates tell me last year should have never played on the ankle he played on. So Klay was hurting. It was absolute torture for him. We had great footage of him during the course of this game.
Yeah.
It is killing him. But I think they made the right choice because, I think they're hoping Friday both men are back.
Now, in no way should the performance of Toronto be discounted. All credit to them. I think Klay's absence on the defensive end really showed itself more than anything else because Toronto got, Doris, whatever it wanted. As you watched them on that end, what did you notice was working so well for the Raptors?
Well, I'm going to start with the defense, if you don't mind, Scott,
Please,
of
go
the
ahead.
Golden State Warriors. Yeah, just because I thought in the first quarter they didn't have a level of intention and focus and the kind of requisite toughness required. They allowed Pascal Siakam to get loose in transition, okay? And that's what fuels that young man's game. He's still finding his basketball ego. It's not 100% certain, so you allow him to get started. And then the third quarter as well, Scott. This is a team that has been so dominant in the third quarter, and yet somehow inexplicably, you can live with the missed shots if you're Steve Kerr because you're playing so many different rotations and guys who are given a chance where maybe if they're healthy they don't even see the floor. But it's not. You have to bring it on the defensive end. You've got to be locked into the assignments, the game plan, and I didn't think they had it consistently tonight, and that's what it was about for me.
Last quick thought, Doris, as a Hall of Fame basketball player, which you are, how dangerous does Toronto become when Danny Green sees the ball go in, when Kyle Lowry sees the ball go in? I know Kevin Durant hasn't played yet, but this is a championship level team. Now their confidence is higher than it's been.
Well, you've got the closer in Kawhi, should you need it. When Kyle Lowry is aggressive, they're a different team. They've got a number of different options offensively. They're excellent defensively. But the bottom line is, this is about health. I mean, the Golden State Warriors, if they get healthy, they can win 3 easily and quickly.
You and I agree, but that's a gigantic question mark. All we know is this. Toronto's got a 2-1 lead, and we know we'll be talking on Friday, Doris. Thanks so much.
Look forward to it, Scott.
I do as well. All right. Is Steve Kerr talking now? Okay. We're after the break. All right, here's what we got. Steve Kerr on the state of his team. Boogie Cousins limped off. This is a banged up squad, we know. We will also hear from Tim Legler breaking things down. Kyle Lowry going to join the show, I believe. Stephen A. Smith's going to be here as well. So that's all on the way leading up to 1 o'clock Eastern time. Kyle Lowry played well. So did the Raptors. They got a 2-1 lead.